Good evening, my lovers, my viewers. Good evening, everybody. It's nice to be here again. Yay! Happy Sunday to every one of you. How is my hair? I know you're going to say something today. I'm expecting your warm vibes. Thank you for coming on the show. It's another Sunday, another great day. Thank you, Lord, for this day. It's a beautiful one here in Toronto. We thank God for his goodness and mercies. How y'all doing? Okay, we're kicking into the program. Hello. It's your regular anchor. Either today, Mudia, I always come your way every Sunday, 8 p.m. to bring you this good news. Okay, I bring you good news all the time. We show live stream this show. It goes live stream on 3 platforms at the same time. Please make sure you log on onto any one of them. Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook at the same time. So don't forget. Okay, let me see. I think my volume. Let me put on volume. So my show comes on, and please don't forget subscribe. So when you subscribe, you don't have to worry about worry about the time. It just comes up, it pops out on your phone, and then you know I'm here already to do the good stuff. So today, this program that I'm bringing to you every Sunday is powered by the GCSDN, the Global Coalition for Security and Democracy in Nigeria. So make sure you are one of them. So today we'll be talking about a history-making Mustapha Abubakar Gajibo. I did well. Gajibo, that's how the Hausas will say it. A Kanuri man from Borno State who has successfully built electric buses in the northeast region. You could see my title is all written there. So let's keep telling our stories, please. If you have good stories, bring it on and let's celebrate you. If you know somebody that's doing well, bring it on. Let's celebrate that person. So we're going to go on a quick break. And I want you to hit the share button. Share. Keep sharing. So I'm going to be back soon. Hey, keep sharing.
Let's fight to our right. Let's take this song together. Solidarity. Everybody. Solidarity forever. We shall always fight for our life. One more time. Let's go. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. We shall always fight for our life. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Okay, like I said before the break, we have Mustapha Gajibo Abubakar, an electric car designer. I'm going to show you the guy and what he designed. Before we move on, this is the map of Borno State in the northeast region in Nigeria. You could see, but this one is not very. This one was loaded, I think, in 2015 or so, 2016. So it's not current. It's about 5 years ago. It's not current, but this is the map of Borno State, and you could see there all these colors and all of that beautiful colors that we have there. So we have this self-made renewable energy engineer, Mustapha Gajibo, and car design engineer, Director General of the National Automotive Design and Development Council, Mr. Jelani Aliyu. So they asked Mustapha, this is him, how his growing up days were. Mustapha Gajibo was born with no silver spoon, but his determination and long-held dream to change his immediate environment and the world paid off through the breakthrough he made in turning the gasoline-powered vehicle into a completely electric vehicle. He was born in Sokoto State, though he hails from Dikwa local government area of Borno State. He is a dropout, we understand, but he has made use of himself. So this is how he dropped out of the university, Mustapha Gajibo. When he gained admission into the University of Maiduguri in 2012, he was offered admission to study general agricultural science instead of electrical engineering. He had to apply for a change of course despite the stress. He was offered, on my screen you could see Mustapha and the car. He was offered mechanical engineering instead again of electrical engineering, which he accepted. His vision, his passion, his mind, his drive was on mechanical engineering because that was what he stood for. That was what he loved passionately. But as fate would have it, he abandoned his undergraduate studies, which would have earned him a degree in mechanical engineering. He wasn't getting the vibes. He didn't join banditry, which is so rampant in the northeast, Borno, Boko Haram, which is prevalent among the youth in the northern part. The energetic young man pursued his dream in renewable energy and technical creativity. Some of his innovations had given him enough confidence to fully embrace the renewable energy program. He took on the bold step in 2014 by registering his company with the Corporate Affairs Commission, CAC, one of the Nigeria's agencies that issues a certificate to qualified individuals and companies. It was a very tough decision. In fact, some of his close friends told him that he was mad, like there was madness on his part, according to the source. Some of his family members were not happy with his decision, except his father, who believed he knew what he was doing when he dropped out. Some of his friends despised him, and some lecturers, including the head of his department, thought he was out of his mind. Oh, Mustapha. Mustapha's case reminds us that some of those who dropped out of school are not pushovers. They are resilient and determined to make their change through their innovations. Despite his inability to complete his course at the University of Maiduguri, Borno State, northeast Nigeria, the Kanuri man has joined the list of prominent people in history to make something of significance to change society and the world at large. The buses he built can comfortably, this is the bus on my screen, those buses can comfortably cover a 200-kilometer before refilling the energy. The buses are already operating in the city of Maiduguri, and he plans to cover more areas soonest, becoming the first homemade electric vehicle in sub-Sahara Africa. So with all this, he has also faced Mustapha has also faced some major challenges, right? It's not all, we're reading it now, it's just straightforward. It's, there's no bump, but this guy has faced a lot of major challenges. So nothing good comes easy. That's what you should know. If you're fighting for something that is, at the end of the day, there'll be success, there'll be, there'll be something very, very good. You're not going to get it good. You're not going to have a soft landing. It's going to be very difficult. And so many people will just back out and say, this one's too hard. I'm not fit. So he also had his challenges. So major challenges, Mustapha would have expanded, the major challenges, he would have expanded the coverage of electric buses in Nigeria, but the activities of Boko Haram in the northeast, especially in Borno State, where his factory is located, were deterrent. The Boko Haram activities, if you are a Nigerian or you live in Nigeria or you read news, current news, you know what is going on in that zone, in that area. How Boko Haram, the terrorists, have, turned that state upside down, and all the neighboring states there turned it upside down due to all these frivolous activities. They are very evil activities that they are carrying out there, maiming human beings and all of that, raping, kidnapping, and denying you source of life, denying you all your rights to be a human being. So these activities are prevalent, but Mustapha did not drop his passion. He did not go with what is in vogue. So many young men there now are part of the Boko Haram because they take them by force and recruit them into these evil gang, into this evil group. I call them evil because they are not of any use to human existence, right? So even at that, Mustapha still those challenges were there. His families despised him and all of that. He still continued. He didn't look at the events of Boko Haram to say, my business can't thrive because of all these things happening in my state. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to give up. He didn't. Boko Haram terrorists have killed hundreds of thousands in Nigeria, displacing thousands of people from their homes and businesses. So many people that we cannot count now are in IDP camp. IDP camp, which is the internally displaced persons camp. In your own country, you are a refugee. This is how bad it is. This is how bad it is. But I bring you good news today. Boko Haram has also caused humanitarian crises within and outside Nigeria. Some affected individuals had to flee to neighboring countries like Niger, Republic, Cameroon, Chad, and among others. Despite these activities that he faced, one of the deadliest terrorist organizations, Mustapha was still able to maneuver, even risking his life in the process. What encouraged him to the production of electric vehicles? He said the activities of insurgents in Borno caused transit problems when he was asked, because he had the drive before. He had the drive before to go into mechanical engineering. Even if he didn't get a landslide there, he didn't get his opportunity to study what his passion really was. Mustapha never dropped that drive. So when you have a dream, my dear, continue with your dream. I've been singing with this thing all around. Like, if you have a dream, please, for the love of that dream, for the passion of it, I want you to continue. It's going to pay off. Especially if it's a positive one. It's not a dream to go kill somebody. That's not what I'm saying. It's not a dream to make the other person feel uncomfortable. A good dream like this one, a good dream, inventing, innovation. When you have that kind of a dream, don't, even if it's singing, you're inventing something, you're doing something. When you have that kind of a passion, don't give up. Don't give up. Things may come your way, stones may be thrown at you and all of that. Don't give up. Continue. So people in the villages who couldn't escape into neighboring countries fled to the city. The transit system became insufficient. So when this insurgency happened, insecurity, killing of human beings and all of that, people in Borno State in Borno State, they were all, they all fled to Maiduguri. They all fled to the town, to the city. So it now became a problem, a social problem. For the transit system became a social problem. People couldn't get on to take a bus, a public bus or whatever, because now they had this influx of people from the remote areas. Everybody, they came to the town. So there was influx of human beings, everybody. They were just coming because they were no longer safe in their area. They had to move to town. Then the transit became a problem. So that is where he got up and started this. So we identified potential problems. At the same time, we came up with electrical mini buses, which can cover 150 kilometers on a single charge. This is the bus. I've been showing it. On a single charge. We designed the vehicles to be charged with solar power because this is the future of this country. According to Daily Trust, on the future of renewable energy and electric vehicles in Nigeria, the creative young man is optimistic that the planned removal of fuel subsidy by the Nigerian government would not cause huge economic hardship if Nigerians begin to embrace electric vehicles as a means of transportation. We just depend on one thing, like Nigeria. Oil, now oil, crude oil. They don't even know that there are other things that can bring money. That farming, mechanized farming, can bring a lot of money. Mechanized farming can be international. They don't know. They're just depending on oil. One brain zombie. Oil, crude oil. No. So he's saying there are other ways that you can ride a car. There's solar system. The cars are charged by electricity, and they're depending on the solar and electricity right now. So what they made can cover 150 kilometer before on a single charger before the battery goes down. So on the future of renewable energy and electric vehicles in Nigeria, the creative young man is optimistic that the planned subsidy, I've read that before, by the Nigeria's government would not cause a huge economic hardship if Nigerians begin to embrace electric vehicles as a means of transportation. He was also asked for his advice for the Nigerian youth. Oh, bless your heart, bless your soul. So he said young Nigerian youth should find a problem in their community that needs a solution, just like I was able to identify problems in the power and transportation sectors and try to solve them. Mustapha Gajibo, who boasted of more than 10 workers and many casual workers, said producing electric buses isn't his only innovation. He's also using solar power to light up some mega schools and health facilities in Maiduguri and other towns. One of his projects can be found in Owerri, the Imo State capital, where he built 80 kilowatt systems to power the Federal University's e-libraries in the city. This guy is very resilient. He has a lot in his brain. He has a lot to offer. See, this is the kind of people we want to align with. Yeah, he's very resilient. So it's not only just building cars, electric cars. He's also talking about solar energy. It's not about depending on NEPA, the failed electrical system in Nigeria. Failed. They are failure because you can never get lights. When NEPA brings lights, it's a song, NEPA don't bring lights. That country. Oh, grace. Oh, hail Nigeria. When you have bad leaders, this is what happens. We are very creative. We are innovative. We are bright. We are vibrant. We are visionaries in that country. But we end up with all these bad leaders who change the narrative for us. But thank God, things are changing, right? This guy has a lot to bring. He has defied all odds. He didn't finish school, but he defied that odds. He even what the friends were saying, the family didn't believe in him, only his dad. They were like, are you out of your senses? What are you doing? You think you can just drop out of school and make it? So he pursued his dream. And then he was faced with insurgency. He still sat there and never left. He pursued his dream. His dreams, his passion took over him. I'm so glad for this guy. I think he's one of a kind that we should also use as a case studies for other people, right? So his vision in life, Mustapha Gajibo, is electric vehicles are not on sale in Nigeria at the time of publication. That was June 14, 2022. He said it's not widely known, but he's coming up. He said it could be more than 50% expensive more than the fuel-powered vehicles. And you know the reason. All hybrid cars, electric cars are more expensive due to the sensibility or, the sensitive nature of that car and all of that. So it's more expensive than just the regular gasoline cars. So that you don't have to explain that. It's just self-explanatory. Electric cars are more expensive. He believes that in the next 5 years, he would start exporting electric vehicles made in Nigeria to other African countries and the rest of the world. They also asked Mustapha if he will go back to school. He said he had already enrolled in the National Open University Maiduguri Study Center so that he could have enough time to research and do other things. So he doesn't want to be in class 24/7, the class for 8 to 10 hours. He has so many things to do. So he's online and he's in the Open University with Maiduguri Study Center. So is Mustapha Gajibo the only one who made history after dropping out of school? No, he's not the only one. He's not the only one. But we're just talking about like a case study today. It's not a yardstick because what applies to me may not work for you. So my daughter and I was just going through this story, and my daughter is like, so I could make it if I drop out of school. I said, no, because Mustapha case may not apply to you. It's not one size fits all. So I'm not an advocate of dropping out of school. But this is a different case. Some prominent innovators who dropped out of college include Bill Gates, Mark Zuckerberg, that Facebook guy, Richard Branson, and Diana Spencer, Princess of Wales, among others. They are all in the global history book for their inventions, and they solve global challenges according to how stuff works. .com. That was where I got it. For instance, Bill Gates, the world former richest man, dropped out of Harvard, but along with his friend Paul Allen, invented Microsoft after reading an article about Altair microcomputer in Popular Electronics magazine. The same is applicable to Richard Branson, one of the self-made billionaires in the world who founded Virgin Atlantic Airways and several other multinational companies. Branson was a poor student before dropping out of school. As such, Mustapha Gajibo's name can also be boldly written on the list of inventors who dropped out of school. Like I said, it doesn't apply to everybody. So you could see Mustapha dropping out of school, Bill Gates dropping out of school. I just mentioned their names because these are guys that have made it. They dropped out of school not to go smoke igbo or to go do some kind of activities that are negative. They dropped out of school and continued to do something. They were useful. They are still useful. You understand? It's not just dropping out of school and join the hooligans and be part of the nonsense group. No, these guys drop out of school due to circumstances. So I'm just telling you today that if you had dropped out of school prior, it's not the end of your world. If you have a dream, you can pursue it. And even the tertiary institutions now, they've made it easier to be online. You can go to school online. There are some courses that I take online. You don't have to be in class. So it makes it easier. So you get your certificate, you get your degree or your diploma, whatever you are studying for. So these guys were dropout, but they made it so well after all. So if you take them as a case study, you could see that they didn't just drop out of school to do nothing. They did something. Even at that, they did something. So I would give them kudos. I am not an advocate of dropping out of school, but if it happens that circumstances have made you do that, you also can pick up yourself wherever you are and work on your passion, work on your dream. School is very good because knowledge is power, but it's not only school that will catapult you to that very level that you want. Though it helps a lot. School helps more than 70% to take you higher. So the rest 30%, if you're not working on yourself, you won't get there. So this is why I'm saying not all case applies because it's not one size fits all. What works for you may not work for me. So I'm telling my daughter that this is not her case. So if she drops out of school, what's she going to be doing? So I would preach this, and I will also tell you that it's not the end of your world. You may be watching me today and you've dropped out of school. It's not the end of the world. You can also pick up from where you left. You can be an inventor if you have a dream, if you are an artist, if you are a mechanic, if you like hairdressing, if you are anything, just do something. Don't just sit at home and say, I'm a dropout, and begin to do self-pity party. No. That's not what I mean. Okay, so he called on the federal. Gajibo is also giving, plans and to help these young people like him, youths like him, to make it in life. He called on federal and Borno State government to support young entrepreneurs that are actualizing their dreams, especially by introducing favorable policies as well as stable exchange rates. If you don't have stable exchange rate in a country, you can't do anything. You can't do business. Like what is happening in Nigeria right now. How much is $1? It's like, the other day they said it was $710, 10 naira to $1. Okay, this is unheard of. I don't know how, if you're doing business internationally, how you can, even not internationally, because naira, the dollar rate affects everything. The dollar rate will go up and the tomato seller will tell you, Madam, I know they say things don't dare. Am I lying? Please just write it there if I'm lying. So the dollar rate will go up and the tissue paper seller will tell you, I'm not selling. Things don't go up. Landlord will increase his price. Everything has gone up. In Nigeria, whatever goes up does not come down. So if you are dealing in business and there's no favorable landscape, there's no favorable landing, a soft landing for you, how do you do that business? So it's calling on the government to introduce favorable policies as well as exchange rate, which affects us a lot, so that young people, young entrepreneurs can achieve their dreams, their goals. Because if you don't make these things easy for these young guys, they can't, young men and women, they can't do this business. They can't go on to invent anything. It's going to be affecting them financially and otherwise. Can you imagine anything you're buying is so high, the tax rate and all of that, the tariffs is so high. At the end of the day, how much are you going to sell when you buy so high? So this is affecting them. So government themselves are most times they are the problem of these entrepreneurs, because the policies that they introduce does not favor the young people, the people that are just starting to launch their business or to find a landing. It's not favorable. According to him, inventors in Nigeria need favorable government policies that would help indigenous companies to grow and reduce the unemployment rate in the country. For instance, little was heard about him until German public international broadcaster, his name is Dutch Well, did a special documentary about him and his innovations in the city of Maiduguri. He also wants the federal government to emulate China in subsidizing electric vehicles to speed up the transition from gasoline-powered vehicles to electric mobility in the country. Nigeria, now they hear me, Nigeria government. It's not about borrowing money from China. Emulate them in this area too. It's not about borrow our future away, borrow our lives away. No, emulate China. China now, they now deal mostly on electric vehicles, because that will speed up the transition from gasoline-powered vehicles to the electric mobility in the country. And when people are depending on both of them, if you're using hybrid, you're reducing a lot of emission. The carbon monoxide, you're reducing a lot of pollution from the environment. If you go to Lagos now, I cannot breathe. My brother in Lagos, I usually ask him, I said, how do you guys breathe? The fumes, the air is so tight because there's so many cars and Lagos is densely populated. So the air is not clean. But if there were so many hybrid cars, we won't feel that impact, that negative impact on the environment. It will be clean. So I'm an advocate of electric cars. I love it, but it's very expensive. I've not been able to buy one. I love it. When I can, I want to get one. Because if you go there and say, how much is this one, electric and the gasoline fueled cars, the difference in the price is unparalleled. Like you can't meet them. So that's why. But really, technically speaking, electric cars are the best. Because all those pollutions, the fumes and all of that, you don't have them. And then breathing problems too does not come from electric cars. Is when the whole place is polluted with the fumes of the car, the exhaust, the fumes that comes out from the exhaust. That's when you get the environment polluted and you don't breathe well. So Mustapha is an advocate of electric cars. Although Mustapha Gajibo's creativity has received commendations from Nigeria's Vice President, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, Borno State Governor Babagana Zulum, and Director General of the National Automotive Design and Development Council, Jelani Aliyu, inventions need government policies to make it possible, to make it successful. We can't do it on our own. These young people are just struggling. They're just coming on. Even the entrepreneurs that are really stable now, they find the dollar rate affecting them economically and otherwise. They are being affected because their business can't really thrive right? It can't thrive on grounds like that. You're doing business and nothing is stable in your country. It's a problem. So Nigeria's Ministry and Science and Nigeria's Ministry of Science and Technology needs to step in to provide guidance and financial assistance in the innovative Mustapha and other people who are also struggling in these areas. They are new entrepreneurs, but they're struggling financially. They're struggling otherwise. They need help. Here, the government knows how to help young entrepreneurs, because if you don't get that help, you're not going to land well. If you're just starting, it's very, very, there's upheavers, there is barriers, and there is brick walls that you're going to meet, especially when you're new, you don't know about the business, you don't have money financially, you don't have the ground, you don't have people that you're talking to. It's very, very difficult. So government, we need them to help us with those policies that they are implementing, the ones that will favor the entrepreneurs to do what is supposed to be done. So somebody was even telling him that it's wonderful reading this and even know that he hails from a troubled region where it seemed practically impossible to achieve such feat. The government and investors need to invest in this talent and produce more right thinking mind. So exactly what I have been saying today, Mustapha talked to the government a lot. He advised the government to help young lads, young people, youths that are, trying to find the ground to get a stable land, a stable, a soft platform to land on. So this is the only way they can really achieve their goals. You may have it up right here. You may come with so much things to create. You're an inventor, right? But if you don't get all this, like I've been saying since I'm repeating myself, you can't land. You cannot land. So this is it. So I want people, I want the government to listen to us, listen to young people, listen to their plea that if anybody is trying to get something, it's like here when a child is trying to go to school, the government will give you loan. It's not a dash. They don't give you for free, but they'll give you grants and loans. In that loan, you find that the grant will cover half of the loan, and you're able to they now charge you on half. If they give you, let's say they give you all through school, maybe $40,000, or let's say $20,000 is your loan. The grants you find inside may be $8,000 to $10,000. At the end of the day, you're only paying half of the $20,000. So they make it easy for you. But when you are just looking at the 20,000, you'll be like, oh my God, how am I going to pay this? This one will die. So the government makes it easy. If you are willing to do something, Nigerian government is not about borrowing. Make your citizens comfortable. Make them comfortable. Give them soft landing so that they can do this. It's not about going to China to borrow. Also emulate what China is doing. I wish I can catch the federal government as I'm talking right now. I go cane them for Nyash. So this is it. This is it. Please, if you are right there, I just want you to defy the odds. Don't think you are alone. Do the right thing for yourself and be good. I have a lot of comments I want to see. Oh my, I have 17 comments. So let's see if I can take it all. Please, if I don't mention your name, you're still my love, okay? Let me just warn you beforehand because I'm running out of time. Okay, let me see. Osa Michaels, right on time. Thank you, Osa Michaels, right on time. Right on time. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Ahoy. Osa Michaels again. They write something. Oh, okay. So thank you for coming on. Adesua Igbinedion Mukoro. Hi, love. Hi, hey, sis. I am here. Thank you, sis, for coming on. Thank you for the warm vibes. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Sonny Demi. Happy Sunday, area mama. Yes, now me be that. You can't find any authentic one. I am the only one. I love myself. Happy Sunday, area mama, for your presentation on Nigerians who are moving successes into their life endeavors. Of course, we need the government. It's not about the government borrowing our lives away. We need them too, right? We need them. We need the government. Prince Ewemade, Area Mama, greetings. Yes, Area Papa, how are you? Area Mama from Area Peking. Thank you for coming on. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. So, Osamaikes, oh, please, did you share, guys? I said share the broadcast. Share and subscribe. If you not subscribe, now me and now we go fight. Subscribe to this channel. Subscribe now, waiting. Every Sunday I come to give you love. Subscribe. Adesuwa. Oh, thank you, my love. Thank you so much. Mustapha is a good example of when one route doesn't work, try again and don't give up. Thank you, Yes, exactly what I said. Yes. If you are not finishing your school right now for some reasons, for some conditions, please look into other things. Don't just become a shadow of yourself. Okay. Thank you, Thank you for coming. Happy Sunday to you, Area Mama for life. Your presentations and enlightenment on Nigerians are making progress in their life, and presentations are making progress in their life endeavors. Kudos to you, Sonny Demi. Thank you. Also, Michael's, your presentation, hilarious today. Yes, I wanted to add a little bit of spice. Thank you. I just want you to laugh. This one too hard. If you don't laugh, now voila. So keep on the smile. Keep on the smile. Life is hard, so please smile it away. Who else? Oh, this is my Facebook family. Festus, Omoyemese, Osaro. They are analog and unproductive leaders. Yeah, I know what exactly you're saying when I was talking about our Nigerian leaders. Of course, the only thing they know how to do successfully is to borrow our life away. They borrow the future of the unborn generations. They borrow and borrow and borrow. In fact, they borrow their heads. They borrow. And after the borrow, if you borrow money, borrowing is really not a death sentence, it's not a crime. But in Nigeria, when people borrow, you do things with the money with the money you have borrowed. You show the world what you've done. If you want to create something, if you want to invent, if you want to spend on education, you show the world, like transparency. This is why we borrowed. This is what we've used it for. In Nigeria, it's the opposite. They borrow and just fill up their pocket and go. So when you now come on and say, where's the money you borrowed? They say, shut up. See, they just borrow our life away. Our future generations, they borrow it away. Thank you for that statement. So who else is here? Sonny Demi. Okay, so some people were leaving me comments like more than one time. Okay, thank you. Congratulations to you, my dear Gajibo, MA, for all your efforts, commitment, dedication, and determination to achieve your lifetime goals. You're a blessing to Nigeria. Thank you, Gajibo. Thank you. You may not see me, but one day this show is you're gonna just fly across and come across this on YouTube, and you'll be like, oh my, they're talking about me. Yes, you're worthy to be celebrated because you are a hero. Thank you. So Mercy Oladejo, nice one. Love, cheers for you, Area Mama. Thank you, Hozzy. Thank you. Alicia, wow, Mustapha is doing good work. Solar power is the future. Now know that. Tell it to Nigerian government. They don't know anything. They depend on one thing. There's such a disgrace to us. I'm telling you, that country that has a lot of creative people. We have all these dumb brain, dumb heads as leaders, visionless, clueless leaders. Osamaikes is true. The dollar rate affects everything because it's a chain reaction. Prices of everything are highly on the increase. Oh boy, that is not a lie. That is not a joke. It's true, exactly. Anything that goes up in Nigeria do not come down. Anything that goes up does not come down. If the dollar rate goes up, tomatoes is going to go up. Don't think dollar does not affect tomatoes, because everybody's exchange rate affects everything. When you talk about currency and we depend on the dollar rate, it's going to affect everything in that country. If the landlord sees that tomatoes is up, landlord is going to increase the rent for the tomato seller. So we need these government policies to be stable. We need our currency to be stable. This is not a good one. L.O. Wester, thank you, bro. Thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, Adesoa, you're welcome. Thank you. Oh, this is the love of my life, Juliet. Good evening, mommy, and everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming on. I didn't see you last week. I think that's the end of my comment right now. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. I want to thank everyone present here. I want to thank you. I'm going to show you quickly a video before we just zoom off. Thank you, thank you, thank you, everyone. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Which video should I show you now? Let me show you a quick video before we zoom off here. We need to go. Thank you so much. Oh, PVC, I've been showing this. Let me show this one.
Country people, country people, how many times I call on?
Continue.
We they do the same thing and we they expect different results. Not be to do be that. If you don't reach 18 years, you never do your PVC. Or you don't do your PVC, you never go collect them. Now you be the problem with the face for this country. Now you. Go INEC office. May you see people PVC food them me. Una not go collect them. Una go sit down for corner. They say, I would like to vote, but my vote not go count. How your vote won't take count? Where you not go vote?
Do I know?
Vote not they count. Now politicians they bribe to buy votes. This time around, our vote must count.
Okay.
You know why? Because the INEC of before, not be the INEC of now. Because they don't tell to hear the youth are the leaders of tomorrow. Why the old one not agree come out? And I don't register. The way for register, you too far. I don't go feel reach that place on election day. My dear, go any INEC office. Go do change of venue. They go carry your polling unit, call your area, it's not even your domain.
You're telling me the truth.
So, not let anything disenfranchise you, because the strength of the oppressor lies in the display of the people's abysmal ignorance. See, don't make me speak English now.
Sorry.
Our mood don't do. I believe and I stand for a better Nigeria. You we not get money, now body it they work. For
You do hear that? Please take it to heart. If you have not collected your PVC, go and collect it now. I know one year story. We must change this government, this clueless government. You see what we are suffering right now. You see what we are suffering, me and you. We see what we are suffering. You must go and collect your PVC. If you are on the ground, collect your PVC and be ready to defend your vote. I have 2 new comments. Let me just shout out love to you people. So who are those ones? Oh, Juliet. Thank you, Juliet. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Juliet. Thank you. So we've come to the end of the show, and I want to say thank you to everyone. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Thank you for coming on, because you've made my day really, really beautiful. I thank you for staying with me all through the program. Please endeavor to share my program. If I catch you, say you know share. Area mama de ashu. Share. Endeavor to share my program. Today is laughter. You know why? We need to laugh sometimes. If we don't laugh, we can't get away with all this trouble. So thank you so much. We've come to the end of this show, and I want to say thank you to everyone. The love that you're showing me is really everywhere. It's vibrant. I could feel it. I could see it. I'm loving it. Thank you. Thank you for coming on. So next Sunday, thank you for showing me that love. Next Sunday, I'll come your way again with another inspiring story. If you are the inventor and you're sitting here and I've not talked about you, send me your story and I will talk about you. I really don't mind. I love celebrating hardworking people because they deserve it. So send me your story and I will talk about you. We talk about good people here because you can't just do good and let it just lie under the carpet. So that's why we keep talking about good people. Thank you so much. I will be leaving now. Until I see you next week, please stay well and do good. Collect your PVC if you haven't collected. Thank you, my love. Thank you.